to Hermits, Hounds, and Horses. Today I have a super exciting video for you guys. I will be making a DIY Leopard Gecko bookcase. So basically this will have 2 shelves on it and be able to house 3 leopard geckos. And then it also has storage underneath here for all of their supplies. Before I begin, I just want to give a quick shout out to Jessica's Animal Friends because this project is inspired by one of her videos. I will put a link to that video in the description, so make sure you check it out. Before we begin, I want to give a quick disclaimer. This project is going to take me basically all summer. I've done a lot of research beforehand, and if you guys want to do something like this too, I suggest you do your research and you plan ahead. Alright guys, that's it, so let's get right into the video. It's going to be a long one, so I hope you guys are ready. Alright, so here is the bookcase that will be housing the leopard geckos. I will be able to fit 3 leopard geckos in here. I currently have 1 and will be looking to get 2 more. Right here next to the bookshelf I have the shelves that will go with it. And then I also have a second bookshelf, which I forgot to mention in the intro. This one's not housing any animals, I'm just going to use it as a bookshelf. So the hardest part about this whole project is going to be painting the bookshelves. And the reason I am doing that is because all of the furniture in my bedroom is white. And these will be going in my bedroom, and so I want them to match the rest of my furniture. So to start off here, I'm going to be sanding both of the bookshelves. As you guys saw, sanding was really difficult, so at this point I'm using the power sander. Don't try this at home, kids. Alright guys, so the next part of our project is to paint the bookshelves. The reason I am doing this is because all the furniture in my bedroom is white and I would like the bookshelves to match everything else. So here is the paint I'm using. It is white and it is Valspar Signature. And the reason I'm using this is because it's safe for food areas and for children. It's non-toxic, and so it's good for reptiles as well. So this is the first layer of paint on the bookshelves. As you can see, it doesn't look that great, so I am now going to put on a second layer. Alright guys, so here is the finished painted bookshelf. Painting it was a very long process. It actually took about 4 coats to get it like this, and I would not want to do it again. It was not fun. But anyway, we have our 3 shelves here now. 1, 2, 3 for 3 leopard geckos. So the next step that I will be working on is installing the heat tape. I have my heat tape here and it is 4 inches. I have never used heat tape before. This is my first time with it, but I think it will work out pretty well. The reason I'm using it is because if I did individual heat mats, 1, 2, and 3, I would need 3 different thermostats and it would need to be plugged in 3 separate ways. So instead, I have 1 thermostat, 1 heating element, and the heat tape is just going to run across one, down the side, across one, down the side, across there, and it will go out this hole here, which I will be covering up eventually. So this is what I was talking about. The heat tape runs across the first one, down the side, across, down the side, and there. So it will be cut here, probably about there, and I will wire it and then it will go out the back. I'm going to be covering all of this with kitchen liner, so the geckos will not have any access to actually touching this heat tape or the wiring. The next step is going to be wiring this heat tape and then taping it down. I'm not going to show you how I do it just because I'm not an expert, but I will leave a link in the description if you want to see a professional wire the heat tape. Alright, so at this point I have my heat tape wired. It is running out the back. From here in the back it will be plugged into my thermostat. From this point I'm going to use my aluminum tape that I have here, and I'm going to tape down all of the heat tape along everything, so I'll show you when I'm done. Alright guys, so from here all of my heating is set up. I have the aluminum tape taping down all of my heat tape, and as you can see I didn't go over this line. This is actually part of the heating element, so I kept it right there on the outside. It runs all the way down, along, all the way down, along, and then here is the end of it where it goes out the hole. And then I also have my thermostat probe coming right there. All this red is just electrical tape, and I also used electrical tape here on the end to make sure that end is safe. Next step is to put in the kitchen liner, so this will be interesting. Alright guys, this is it. I'm on the very last step of the bookshelves. As you can see, I have all of the kitchen liner down. There's some areas where it comes down the side, and then there was like a gap here, so I put an extra piece of kitchen liner over it. It doesn't look the prettiest, but once it's covered with decorations, nobody will even see that. So the very last step is to put the doors in, and that's what I'm going to show you next. Alright guys, the bookshelf is done. I totally love it. I think it's awesome. So I'm going to show you how these doors work. So it's just a piece of plexiglass, and it has a command hook here, and it has little hooks on the side. So these bumpers, there's two bumpers, one on the inside, one on the outside, that holds the door in place. There's a bumper on the back that catches it so the door cannot fall inward towards the gecko. And then these hooks keep it from falling to the outside. So when you want to take it out, all you have to do is screw these hooks outward like that. Same thing with this side. See how the door then falls outward like this, and you can just pick it up by the hook and slide it either up or down. So you can see like this, I can just slide the doors either up or down and put it right back in place. So like I just said guys, I am super duper happy with this, and now Savannah is ready to move in. So this is the whole setup. The gecko bookshelf is there, Savannah's there right now, and the other bookshelf is there. And this will be wonderful because right now she is taking up most of my desk. There is no room for my laptop. So next I'm going to move her into the bookshelf. At the last minute I also decided to install lights to these tanks, and the lights are remote controlled. My long-term goal for this bookshelf is obviously to get 2 more leopard geckos, which I will be doing hopefully in September, which is when we're having another Repticon in our area. And as far as the individual tanks go, this is not at all how I want this to look in the end. This is just a temporary for now, so I'm at some point going to get some type of background, probably an Exoterra one. I want to do tile over the ground, and then I would love to switch all this out for more natural things, maybe real rock hides and some cork wood, and definitely more live plants if this guy makes it. So that's it for this video guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you were inspired to do some of your own DIY projects. This was super fun, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you leave it a like, and I'll see you next time. Bye!